Could have just blamed it on me straight off the bat. Like,
The
speak
gremlins?
louder.
It won't pick up the accent. There's an accent. Yeah.
You can do it again if you want.
No, I'll pass on that
That's a one.
You just might need to put subtitles on the video when it goes
No,
out.
that's
But a lot of people don't even know we have our own language.
sure.
You know, like there's Irish, like Gaelic. I'm like, yeah, we learned it my whole life.
So okay, I was just gonna ask that. So when do you? Is it done during school? Like you have like?
They're in school, yeah. I mean, a lot of the places in Ireland, they learn everything in Irish.
Okay.
Maybe their parents spoke it, so they send them to an all-Irish school.
Oh wow.
My parents didn't, but so I started learning it when I was 4 all the way through 18.
Okay.
It's pretty serious.
Wow, that's
It's
interesting.
completely different.
Is there anything that's
Not at all.
really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, it's not like broken English or anything. It's
But
completely
generally,
different.
everybody speaks English.
It just depends on the part of the country you go to. Like, all of the east would definitely be English, but if you go west, it's all Irish. But it's kind of decreasing now.
But there's not people that they only speak that. Like they would learn English in school.
They
It's
would
just a
look-
percentage. Like 80% of their conversations are in Irish,
Yeah.
and then 20.
And then you could meet some old man down the pub and he's speaking Irish and English at the same time. And then you're kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
Welcome to Zips Nation Insider, another week of student athletes here on campus at the University of Akron. My name is Jacob Farrar. This week we have a member of the Zips soccer team, the men's soccer team, Daragh Reilly. Welcome, Daragh.
Thank you. Happy to
Welcome.
be here.
A senior. Now, we're going to do a little bit of, to help some of our American viewers.
Yep.
Most of our viewers are from the United States. Now, we may have some tune in from Ireland to watch you. But let's talk a little bit about where you're from. Because I did some research.
Right.
Now, it says on your player bio, you're from, I'm going to say Meath. I know it's not pronounced that way.
It's close enough.
Close enough. But I didn't find a town. I found a county of Meath. But is there a town of Meath?
No, Meath is the county.
The county.
You can treat the counties like you guys have states
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
So I'm from a town called Navan.
Navan.
N-A-V-A-N.
I know Navan. I've heard of it. There's a very famous actor from Navan.
Same spelt backwards. So, yeah, Navan's in Meath, just a little bit outside of Dublin.
Okay.
So not too far from the capital.
Okay. I even brought for our American friends a map, just so we know. You're probably not gonna be able to pick it up, but yeah, Dublin is right here, and Navan is just like right there.
Yeah.
So not too far. So is it considered a suburb? Like, what's the difference between Navan and Dublin?
Dublin's a much bigger city,
Okay.
definitely more populated, but unfortunately we're getting a lot of, we call them dubs.
Okay.
A lot of the dubs are coming down to Meath
Okay.
and invading our land, so it's not a great thing. So
There we go. Because I wanted to make sure, because it said in your hometown, I'm like, well, I couldn't find a hometown. But Navan did do some research. Pierce Brosnan, 007,
yes, sir.
is a from there, so a little bit of trivia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure that our viewers knew where you're from in Ireland. Been here at the University of Akron for a few years. This is your third season.
Third year, yeah.
On campus. So what is your earliest soccer memory?
Probably, I used to play in small little cages, like 5v5.
Okay.
When it was under 8s,
Wow, okay.
and I was 6 at the time.
Okay.
But I hated it, and I was actually too small, so I was kind of getting bullied in there.
Okay. Now, were you playing defender like you play now, or was everyone just played?
Everyone kind of played
Played
around,
everywhere,
just
okay.
chase after the ball.
Okay.
But then the coach wanted me to go up to the under-10s team.
Okay.
But my dad never let me. He said it'd be too physical for me. And then I remember one time he was away for work. So my granddad brought me, and I said, the coach wants me to go to the under-10s. And he said, yeah, go ahead. So I played with the under-10s, got absolutely killed. But
Okay.
like, we never told my dad, and I just kept playing with the under-10s then.
Got
So
it.
it was great.
So when you would go to matches, you weren't. Did your dad just not realize that these were under 10s, or?
I think he kind of caught on after a while. And then...
Does he know now, by the way?
Yeah,
Is this
he
are we
does, he
breaking
does, he
news
does, he does.
to
But
your
then
dad?
Like, it resulted in him just bringing me to the car because I was crying so much because I was getting killed by all these bigger guys.
Yeah.
So then he brought me to Dublin, which is it was probably about a 45-minute to an hour long trip. So he brought me up there to trial for a team when I was 7, and to be fair to him and my mother, they brought me up 3-4 times a week, hour up, hour back, from the age of 7 until I got my license when I was 17.
Wow.
So it was a big commitment for them.
Sure.
Yeah. Dublin is where the best talent is, so he wanted me to be a part of that. He knew I did have something special, so he said, let's go up here, see what you're about, and thankfully it worked out.
Yeah, great support from your parents.
Yeah.
So translating that, so 17 playing, you got your license playing over. What was the transition to, or at least learning about coming to play here in the United States?
The problem with playing back home is that it's very hard to play professionally and get a degree.
Got it.
So I was playing under 19s and training with the first team, the pro team.
Okay.
But if I was looking to sign a pro contract there, I wouldn't have been able to study.
Got it.
You're in there 5-6 days a week and it's constant. And my mother always told me that I was probably better off getting a degree anyway.
Okay.
And I agreed. So then once I started thinking about America, I knew some older guys than me that have taken that route. So I looked into it. I talked to my agent. He said it's not a bad opportunity for you.
Okay.
And I suppose I went into the portal and schools reached out to me.
Got
And that's
it.
how I got here.
So it was a specific decision, maybe academics first and then soccer, or was that kind of?
It was soccer while being able to have an academic backbone in
Okay.
case anything went wrong with the soccer.
Sure. So that makes sense. We'll talk a little bit about that balance here in a little bit. But you didn't come to Akron first. You played at another university.
UMass Lowell, correct.
Just a couple years?
Just one.
Just 1 year.
Yeah, my freshman year.
Okay. So what was that transition like from playing in Ireland to playing in the United States? Was it easy, hard?
It was definitely a culture shock,
Okay.
for sure. I remember getting on the plane, going to America, kind of like, oh, what am I doing?
Had you been to the US before?
No.
First time
Yeah.
as a college student?
Yeah, and I was like, what am I doing? Definitely got a culture shock. I was homesick for the first couple of weeks, but I was fortunate enough as a freshman to play a lot of games,
Okay.
which not a lot of freshmen get to do their first year. So the games kind of took my mind away from it. And especially in the fall, you're just playing,
Sure.
going to class, playing again, that it goes by so fast. And then next thing you know, you're back home for Christmas and your first season's done.
Yeah.
Right? So you kind of, once it got into September and you're in full swing of things, I got used to it and it was fine.
Got it. And then you, after a year, you come here to the University of Akron.
I
What was
did.
that recruiting process like?
Well, one of the assistant coaches, Jer, is Irish. He's probably lives, where he's from is 45 minutes away from me at home. He's a dub,
Okay.
unfortunately. But I remember going into the portal purely because I was just looking for a better standard of soccer.
Got it.
And Jer reached out to me, asked me for some highlight tapes, some clips, sent it to him. And I remember speaking to him before my freshman year, and I kind of said, oh, did I put enough effort in the first time? So I knew I couldn't really let it slip out of my hands again. So
Got
once
it.
he came back and called me, I felt very lucky, and I said, like, I'm not going to let this go again. I'm going to go to Akron.
Well, and plus, obviously, Akron, leading up to that is a great soccer program
Yeah.
here. So, and I'm just curious, what is known about the Akron soccer program? Is that something that over in Ireland it's talked about, or was it just completely new to you?
I think definitely all over Europe, soccer in the US in general is becoming much more widespread and well known.
Got it.
I think if you go back maybe 10 years ago, it probably wouldn't have been a thing
Okay.
that people thought about.
Yeah.
But now you see more and more people going over and playing in front of big crowds, like 100% field pitches that are like so beautiful that everyone's kind of like, wow, America is the real deal now.
And this is at the college level? You're talking at the college level?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we wouldn't understand that if you were in college at home. As I said, you would play for a club team.
Sure.
So now you're kind of mixing that all into one, and once you wrap your head around it, and then you see so many fans come up to games, and you see the facilities that colleges have over here, it's kind of like, wow. America has all that.
So do you think we could see another big wave, or see a big wave of?
100%.
Okay.
You see some Instagram pages back home and some agency companies, and they're posting 2-3 players a day going over to the States for soccer, especially because that's the biggest sport in Europe, but for all types of sports now.
Interesting. So have you played against any of your countrymen in other teams in either the Big East, or?
I have. I've played against a couple of Irish guys now. There was one guy at Michigan State that we grew up playing against each other and kicking the life out of each other for a good 4
Was he an attacker? Was
yeah.
he? Okay.
So I always marked him.
Yeah.
And then we played against Michigan State 2 years ago, and I remember saying, I know that guy, and I searched him up. He was at Michigan State, and I said, I'm going to kill him again. I called my dad, you remember this guy? Yeah, I'm going to kill him. So there's a few. I've played
That's
against a
pretty
few.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So your role, position on the team, center back, defender.
Yep.
Fantastic. We've had 11 shutouts this season, knock on wood. We got another game left. I hope I didn't jinx anything. I was very nervous to bring that stat up.
No, we're going to get another one this weekend.
So 11 shutouts this season.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the identity, again, as a senior captain, center back, what do you try to help coach the other defensive players about who Akron is from a defensive perspective?
That's a good question. I would say our number one identity is just a bunch of guys that work their asses off. You see the game now, it's developing into this really, really super athletic sport. So you can have 50 guys that are incredible on the ball, but if they're not going to work when they don't have it, we're just down a man on the field. And coach kind of did try to bring that in for us in the last few years. We were more talented than some teams, but they were just outworking us, running hard. So we've got a bunch of guys young guys that are just willing to do whatever it takes to get a win. And we focus so much in the spring on work off the ball, work off the ball, work off the ball. And we take so much pride in keeping our shutouts. And now you're seeing the results of it.
Got it.
11 in 16 games is not something to be overlooked.
Sure. It's fantastic to watch. So, again, your position, not known for goal scoring,
right?
But you do have a goal. The University of Akron.
I do have a goal.
What do you remember that? I mean,
of course I do.
Okay.
It's my only Akron goal.
Yeah. So, talk about that. That's rare in your position. You're not called upon often.
No. I definitely should have a few more. I've missed some chances, but it was our first Big East game at home, Providence. We were 3-0 down, got it back to 3-1 at halftime, and we just said we're just going to go for it the whole second half. And I've watched the game back a million times, but they didn't even get into our half.
Yeah,
second half, we just killed them. And we got, I think we might have got a lucky pen call.
Yes.
Scored 3-2, and then we were just smashing balls in their box over and over again, and I was running trying to get my head on all of them. And then Joey whipped in, Joseph Paulus whipped in a really good ball. I just kind of closed my eyes and flicked it. Looked in, went in, ran to the corner to celebrate. But the boys didn't want to celebrate with me because it was only tied up. They were like, no, let's get the winner. I was like, no, let's celebrate.
Yeah, it's not every day.
It's not every day you come from 3-0 down. And there was only like 2 minutes left. Some of the guys are bummed after the game we didn't win. I'm like, I was delighted with myself.
Yeah, that's, again, very memorable game. What are some other memorable matches your time here in Akron?
This season, as we were talking about before, we just hopped on. SLU was great, playing on national TV. That's a great experience. And to beat them the way we did so dominantly was class. Going to Vermont was a great experience. I think we were unlucky not to get a result there. We want to play them again. Hopefully we have another opportunity in the national tournament.
Again, for those watching, Vermont's the defending national champ. So it's not just a random team from Vermont. It's Vermont.
Vermont have built a big soccer culture now. So there was a lot of fans there. That was a good one. I remember 2 years ago, we were number 5 and we played Notre Dame that were number 3 here at home. Huge crowd for that. Going away to Ohio State and beating them, that was a great game. There's so many I could talk about. We've picked up some really memorable wins in the last few years.
And you started here after the Big East transition. Is there anyone on the team that played when it was still the MAC, or is everyone?
Now?
Yeah.
Mitch.
Mitch. Okay.
Mitch, I think Mitch's first year. Now, if he played or not, I think he might have played 1
Okay.
year in the MAC.
So all you've known is kind of that the
Big
Big
East,
East
yeah.
experience, which is, I think, definitely from a caliber of play, for Akron to hold its own against, step up from a conference perspective. It's been fun as a fan. I know Zips Nation, the soccer team is very much supported, and you see that at the games.
Yeah.
So academics, let's talk a little bit about, you're a student athlete. We should probably talk about what that means for you, since academics were part of one of the reasons why you wanted to come to the States.
Yeah.
So business administration major, how do you balance the needs of, captain, senior on the soccer team, especially with kind of your Big East travel schedule?
Yeah.
How do you balance that being in the classroom as well as on the field?
I think the key part of it is just communication. A lot of people think that some of these professors are like evil, or you come in as an athlete and they don't want to talk to you. I think in the first few weeks, if you can kind of get to know them, explain to them what scenarios you're going to be in, and tell them you're going to do your best off the field to do whatever's needed, then they can try understand, and a lot of the time they do help you.
Yeah.
Especially when we go away, like we got to go to Nebraska tomorrow, and a win there, we could be in Maryland for a whole week next week. So just communicating with my professors, saying, look, I'm not going to be here. That doesn't mean I can't do my work.
Yeah.
Don't let it like affect my grades or the standards you have of me just because I'm not in the classroom,
Yeah,
right?
Sure. What are the lessons you've kind of taken away from that you think will apply to you, not just in soccer, but also maybe post-graduation?
I think it's just a maturity thing.
Yeah.
Like as a freshman, maybe you don't try and build any sort of relationship with your professors. And I think as you get onto your junior and senior year, you kind of value that a lot more. And I think that can easily be taken into the real world, whatever you're doing. Relationships kind of get you closer to where you need to go.
Sure, absolutely. One of the things in this idea of balance is, in your sport, there's the physical. I mean, you're running up and down that field. Also, the mental side.
Yeah.
Where do you think, is it a 50-50 mental and physical, or where do you think that ratio is, and how does that kind of fit into your preparation?
Honestly, I don't agree with the 50-50 statement at all. I think mental is so much more challenging than the physical. I mean, we're all young, fit guys.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here if we weren't.
Got it.
Your body's going to work for you if you want it to.
Sure.
I think 80-90% of it is definitely in your mind for sure. It's about, right, we have a game on Saturday and it's Monday. What am I doing to make sure my mind is right so that my body can do what it's supposed to do?
Got it. And again, your position, some of the things, holding that line, the off-ball stuff, that is mental.
Yeah, 100%.
Making sure that you're where you need to be from a spacing perspective. And also to your point, you wouldn't be on this team if you didn't have the physical abilities that the coaches are looking for. We're with Daragh Reilly, senior member of the Zips men's soccer team here on Zips Nation Insider. As I just mentioned, senior captain, experienced defender. What has been kind of your role with some of the new players, some of the freshmen coming in that leadership position?
The same as the guys before me. It's about just introducing them to what Akron is, what the standard is, and showing them the culture so that when I do leave, they continue it on. We have really high standards here, not just for games. Every single day when you come to practice, you got to show up. Whether you're playing or not, it's about pushing the guys that are playing and pushing yourself to get ahead of them.
Yeah.
So it's just about making sure those standards are maintained. And I suppose one of my main jobs is just communication, talking to the lads, telling them what they need to do, telling them to tell other players what they need to do, and just holding everybody accountable.
Yeah. And you have some freshmen that play.
Yep.
So you have to, again, it's a captain, senior, that's your role, so to speak. Besides stopping goals from happening, it's helping those younger players. Who on the staff or team that really was a good mentor for you as you were coming up into the program?
It is kind of hard to single one out. I feel like every single one of them has played a different role in, I suppose, my development. But I would have to say Ger, just because of the Irish connection. He would get me just a little bit more, or maybe he'd understand my body language on and off the pitch a little bit more. So he's definitely helped me Defensively, Jared is a soccer nerd, so he knows his stuff. He will nitpick and nitpick and nitpick. So he's really helped me understand the game in different perspectives,
Yeah.
and which has benefited me in helping the lads keep shutouts.
Got it. So as far as this season goes, you have one more regular season match coming
Yeah.
up against Creighton, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
Omaha. You know, from an expectation, where do you feel above, below, right where you're supposed to be? How do you feel this season has gone so far?
For me, I think it's going exactly how I thought it would. I know a lot of people would have looked at the team and said they've lost so many players from last year.
The leading goal scorer in the nation.
Yeah, and that was a big part, but we sat down and said, look, it's rare that comes.
Yeah.
We're not going to pick up another one. We're going to need everyone to chip in.
Yeah.
Might need to keep more shutouts. Might need to have 5 different goal scorers that all chip in with 5 rather than one that chips
Sure.
in with 23, right? So I think from outside looking in, maybe people weren't expecting it, but I knew this team was capable of
Yeah.
what we're achieving right now.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. But there's always still room to get better, right?
Yeah.
Not resting on your laurels.
No.
It's moving forward. As far as life senior year, do you have one more eligibility, or are you
No.
done? This is it.
That's it.
Have you started thinking about life after?
No. I've been playing too much soccer to really give that any thought.
Got it. We're in the middle of the season, so it kind of
yeah,
makes sense.
busy.
Yeah.
I've talked to my dad about it a few times, but I'm just trying not to let it stress me out. I don't
Sure.
want any distractions at the moment.
So we'll touch base in a couple months and maybe have a different
Yeah.
answer on that. By the way, perfectly reasonable answer to focus on the season. All right, so this is where we like to get a little bit more personal. Obviously, we've asked questions already, but this is where we kind of have some fun. One of the questions we like to ask our guests is about hometown pizza. So we're going to visit you in Navan?
Yep.
Is there a pizza place? Is there something where we're going? What's the pizza culture like in...
It's 10 times better than Akron. It's way better than Akron.
Really?
Yes.
There may be some shots fired
No,
there.
it's much better.
Okay, so where are we going? Where are we going to get pizza?
Pizza House.
Pizza House.
That's the spot. Yeah.
Pizza House.
Big large pizza. $10.
$10.
$10. Whatever dip and sauce you want.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Now, what's your order?
I would get large pizza. I'd get Cajun chicken
Cajun chicken
and bacon.
and bacon.
Sometimes sweet corn if I'm feeling a bit frisky.
That's sweet corn. That is definitely that's the European side of the
Yeah,
pizza
maybe,
culture. Yeah. Okay. Now I did talked a little bit about research.
Yeah.
Tell us what a spice bag is,
Oh, great question.
and why don't we have them in the United States?
I don't know. I was telling someone about this the other day. It's a bag of like crispy shredded chicken, chips, which you call fries,
Yeah.
but like they're bigger. They're not like skinny fries. And it's just onions, maybe some carrots, a ton of spices get thrown in that would like you'd be like panting.
Sure.
And then a big tub of like curry sauce. Get the chicken, the chips in the curry sauce. Off you go.
Spice bag. I've seen pictures, watched videos. Again, I don't know why we don't have. I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
for a college student, it's got to be the best.
It's amazing, and they're so cheap too.
So
I'm
we
kind
need,
of glad they're not over here, honestly.
yeah, especially during the season, right?
Exactly, yeah.
During the
I don't know
season.
if I'd be playing as much.
So the other question we love to ask our guests, and men's soccer is probably the pinnacle of rituals and superstitions. Your coaching staff, they are hands down the best when it comes to this. Do you have any personal superstitions or rituals, things that you need to do to make a match go right?
No, I'm not big on music. I listen to it or I don't. It doesn't bother me. One thing I would say is, though, I have been wearing the same pair of cleats for the last 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And just in the last game, they just tore.
Oh,
They're gone.
done.
And halftime I didn't want to switch, so I just taped them up. They only lasted another 30 minutes, so I have to find a new pair of cleats.
You've got a few days to figure that.
I know.
Figure that out.
I know.
Interesting. So the same boots for the last 3.
Same boots for the last 3 years, but apart from that, no. I tried maybe.
No, what's the coaching staff have to have a certain gummy, certain candy.
Yep.
Restaurant has to have a certain receipt. Man, it is elaborate. But from a player perspective, it's just the. It's just
Some
the
guys
shoe.
have some stuff. I know the coaches, even if we go on an away trip and they bring us to a restaurant, if we don't win, that we're never going to that
Yes.
restaurant again.
We've heard that story.
Yeah, so-
Not only is it that, is if the receipt doesn't end in a certain way on the total.
But they think it's bad luck.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
know
it's elaborate, but that's okay. I mean, hey, everyone, we don't judge here. If you don't have any, we're cool with that. All right, so this is our rapid fire segment. So I'm going to ask you some questions. The first thing that pops into your mind: favorite soccer player of all time?
Messi.
Messi.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of center backs? Now this is all throughout history.
Yeah.
Professional, college.
Mount Rushmore is 4, right?
4, yeah.
All right. Nemanja Vidic, great United centre back that played in the day. I'm a big United fan.
Okay.
Beckenbauer, German legend.
Yep.
Virgil van Dijk, current best centre back in the world, I would say. And fourth, maybe Jaap Stam, another United legend.
Okay. Interesting. I started thinking of how I would answer that. I had John Terry on my list, but I don't know if he's
I put a few ahead of him.
Yeah.
Not a bad one though. Some
not a
people
bad
are.
one, but also if you're a United fan, then
Yeah,
there's
don't
no-
like Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's why you wouldn't be on that list.
Yeah.
So, all right, what's your go-to post-game meal?
Oh, if I can, Chipotle, 100%.
Chipotle. Okay.
Favorite American fast food.
Chipotle.
Yep.
Well, good thing we have one right across the
Yeah.
street from the stadium. Favorite Big East road city?
Georgetown.
Okay.
Georgetown, nice city. I actually kind of like Marquette too. I like Milwaukee.
Okay.
I went and walked around that city. That was nice.
Okay. Hidden talent outside of soccer? You have something you want to say, but you're kind of nervous about it.
No,
I'm
I don't
sensing
know.
that.
I guess I can sing a little
You
bit.
can sing a little bit.
Yeah.
Do your teammates know this?
Yep.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I have no problem singing. Not now though,
Not-
but I
Okay.
could sing.
Okay. What would one word your teammates would use to describe you?
Some of the words I probably couldn't say on camera. I'll just say maybe loud.
Loud.
Yeah.
Okay. One word would you use to describe Zip Soccer this year?
Exciting.
Exciting. I agree with that. Favorite snack from Ireland that you missed? That you miss? Besides a spice bag.
Favorite snack. I'd probably just say any type of the chocolate.
The chocolate.
I'm a big chocolate guy, and the American chocolate just isn't doing it for me.
Got it. Okay. Again, we're in U.S. American chocolate. I'm a fan, but I'm going to take your word for it from an Irish.
Trust me, it's better.
Got it. Favorite snack in the United States, though? What's your favorite American snack?
I had one last week for the first time. It's like it was like a oatmeal like cream pie or something like that.
Oh, a Little Debbie snack?
Yeah, something
The
like
oatmeal,
that. What is it called?
what's it called? Oatmeal? Oatmeal cream?
I had one of them. One of the boys gave me one. I thought it was the best thing ever. It was great. Yeah.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah,
There
that was
we
a
go.
nice one.
Okay, and that's Zips Nation. We now know favorite American snack. All right. Favorite sport outside of soccer? You play any other sports?
Yeah, that's a long story, but it's called Gaelic, Irish sport, and I played that the whole way through my life as well as soccer.
Okay.
That's definitely my favorite.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it, but I'll.
You can
in
research it.
2 seconds. What is it?
It's
similar at all?
a mix of soccer and rugby.
Okay.
Mix, more physical, faster paced, can smash people.
Okay.
But also needs skill.
Got it. Who on the team has the best taste in music?
Oh. I'm gonna say Jack Sullivan. He's
Okay.
been also doing some DJing for us at the
Oh,
moment.
wow.
DJ Sully, yeah. So
DJ Sully. Shout out to DJ
yeah,
Sully.
so he's doing a good job.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, final question for Daragh Reilly, men's soccer team here at the University of Akron. We got one more match, then on to the postseason. So why should Zips Nation get excited about what's going to happen here in the postseason for the team?
Well, I done an interview with the Rowdies at the start of the year, and I said last year was great playing a national tournament game at home, and I promised them that we'd get some more. We're in a perfect position to go do that. And I mean, what can be more exciting than a national tournament game? So let's get the crowd out. Let's fill the hill, and let's go win some games.
Got it. Now, are we going to host one? Do we know if we're
I
going
think so.
Okay.
Hopefully.
That's awesome. All
Only
right,
2
Zips
results.
Nation, you've heard the request from the soccer team. When that happens, we want to see fill the hill,
Yep.
come to the soccer stadium to see the men's team play. Thank you, Daragh. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, go Zips.
That was great.